Hello, everybody. I'm Celina Pompeani, and welcome to another episode of From the Top, presented by Armina Stone. I cannot wait to talk to these two today. We have some of the best people from Eddy Homes here with us. So I want you to meet Andrew Litzinger. He's the Director of Purchasing, and we have Ashley Fullerton, Director of Sales. Great to see you both. Thanks for coming on the show.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Yeah. I'm so happy to talk to you both because this is a huge year for Eddy Homes. It's the 50th anniversary. Can you believe it?
50 years.
50
Big 5-0.
years.
This is great.
What are some of the celebrations? Have you been doing anything?
I mean, every day is a celebration at Eddy Homes.
You're right. That's really cool, though. That's a huge accomplishment. I know there is a lot of history behind Eddy Homes. It's a family-owned and operated company. So tell me more about that and what makes it stand out.
Yeah, so Eddy Homes was founded in 1971 by Ed Moritz, and we're third generation now. So the company was founded on honesty, integrity, and commitment to excellence, and we still hold true to that every day.
Yeah. Tell me about your role specifically with the company. You're Director of Purchasing. So what exactly do you do?
So day to day, I am, working with vendors, onboarding vendors, directing the purchasing department, our costing managers, and, making sure we have the parts in place that we need to be able to build the houses.
Mm-hmm. And Ashley, how about you as Director of Sales?
Yeah, I mean, it's a position that affords me a lot of different opportunities. First and foremost is working with our awesome sales team and our design team as well as our marketing team to make sure Eddy Homes is on the forefront of everybody's mind and help cultivate the processes and practices that make their experience memorable and positive.
Mm-hmm. And as of late, I know it's been such a crazy year and a half for everybody. What has been the home building process like for you both? Like, what have you experienced over the last year? Maybe some of the changes that you've seen during the times we're living in right now.
The last year and a half has been a struggle for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But early 2020, in terms of purchasing and production, we got out in front of a lot of things. So the delays we're not really seeing as much, and we're able to keep the machine going.
Yeah, Andrew's team has really done an amazing job because being in the industry for a long while, I still have a lot of contacts at other builders and other places, and a lot of the pains that they've experienced and are still experiencing are either non-existent for us or on a far lesser scale, and it really is, kudos to the efforts of Andrew and his team that have made that possible. So.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, Eddy Homes, you guys are all over the place, right? Tell me about the areas that we could find you in.
Yeah, so we're growing and expanding constantly, to be continued on that front, and more new exciting communities coming in the near future. But as it pertains to the communities that we're currently working in, selling in, and offering new homes in, we do have our Cherry Valley community, which is out in McDonald, Pennsylvania. That's our furthest west community. It's an amazing community. It has a 40-acre lake. You can literally go there to see the bald eagles fly. I mean, It is the most beautiful community there is. We offer first floor living opportunities in that community, which has done really well. We also have a few communities in Peters Township, Just About Farms. It offers the traditional single family, family style homes, as well as first floor owner suite opportunities as well. So that's another really nice thing about Eddy Homes is we really diversify our communities. A lot of places it's one or the other. Here it's such a nice mix. It lends itself to a lot of interest, from the streetscape to the demographic and everything in between. And then we do have Sherwood Pond also in Peters Township offering the first floor living. close, convenient to everything you could possibly want, and walking trail, and just a really nice, quaint community. It's done extremely well. Our north communities that we have right now, we do have a presence in Pine Township as well as Marshall Township, and that's Pine Richland and North Allegheny schools.
Great schools.
Yeah. I mean, that's definitely an important part of it. Almond Acres is kind of our, I don't want to say most luxurious, because you can certainly find luxury in any of our communities, but as far as, that really upscale, grandiose community, it really boasts that. So a lot of great opportunities for home buyers out there.
Definitely. And a few weeks ago, I was in such a beautiful home, a beautiful Eddy home, and Heather with Eddy Homes is back there right now. She's watching us. I'm giving a shout out. We have Kelly Rao back there too. I was with these two ladies because we were shooting an awesome video that day. And what was the great plan we were in? Because I'm blanking on it now, and I loved it. And it was it was a one floor, but it did have a great basement. Where were we?
Wexford Station is another
Station.
one.
Oh, it's
very
beautiful.
Similar to just about, where it has the traditional single family, and also those first floor owner suite homes that just, it's, I mean, you saw it.
Yeah.
You did a better job describing it than I did. It's an awesome community.
I mean, it really stood out to me because it was so close to 79. It was, what a great location, but it was so private too. I mean, we were on the back porch and it was raining that morning. It was so peaceful, but it looked like you were just, in the middle of nowhere. It was really private. That's what I liked about it.
One of those best of both worlds communities, where you're right there in it all, but you don't know that you are. So it's perfect.
Yeah. Well, for the future, I know we were talking right before we started officially podcasting about trends and how the home building industry is changing, how customers are changing the way that they do things. I know through COVID, a lot of people have transitioned to doing things remotely, doing work digitally. Is that where you see the future going for a lot of, the home building process for you guys and your customers?
For sure. I mean, we definitely had to make adjustments on the fly immediately without any advance notice, just like a lot of other people did. And being adaptable is huge, obviously, if you want to keep on going. And that's, of course, what we did. So we've, on a smaller scale, been slowly adjusting to the online realm and doing a lot more on that. And then as far as the future goes, there's going to be a much stronger presence as far as availability, accessibility, information at your fingertips without leaving the convenience of your home. So while it was kind of not a planned thing at the beginning, we were really embracing it and going towards it with full force and enthusiasm. So,
and I know, at least for me, I would love to build a custom home one day. I think that would be so cool. But
I gave you a few community options.
Yes, you did. They're all great options: north, south, west, and McDonald. But if you just wanted a really simple process to pick a model, move in, say I'll have this, like how can you make that simple for me where I really don't even have to pick anything? I just listen to you.
Yeah, absolutely. So it was actually before COVID that we set down the path of trying to streamline our process. For some, the concept of a custom home can be daunting and intimidating, while for others, it's the most exciting thing they'll ever do in their lifetime. And when you have such extremes within your buying population, you really need to meet the needs of both. So we set out, it was probably 2 years ago, on figuring out ways that we can really accommodate both of those needs. And what I like to call the convenience experience really does exactly what you just described, where it's nice to always talk to the experts and pick their brain. And so what we did is we picked our own brains, and essentially what we're doing is putting our best foot forward in terms of our floor plans, where there is a set selection of options that we as Eddy Homes believe is the best way to build our home. And accompanying that with the frosting on the cake, which is the beautiful design compilations done by our accredited design team. So it makes it to where somebody still wants the outcome of that beautiful brand new home without all of the time, without all of the, anxiety of having to choose every little part and piece that, might scare some people, but still give you the same great, amazing, high-end product in the end. So,
Right.
and it's been a humongous, it's been a game changer. It really has.
That process helps from my side as well, being able to, purchase based on those selections and floor plan changes. And it's really helping us be aggressive on the costing side and therefore on the sales side.
Yeah,
So
that's
it's
the way
really
I would go.
economical for everybody.
Yeah, for sure.
I would say probably the three biggest advantages of taking that path are going to be, one is time. There's obviously a significant time element when you are deciding every part and piece
What
of the
is
home.
the time element? Like if you were comparing to, I mean, how quickly can you?
It can be very significant. I mean, even the build time is streamlined. It's hard to apply a blanket answer to that because, we offer such a wide array and vast assortment of different home types that you can have a, multi-million-dollar home in one community that is 10,000 square feet on 2 floors, and you can have a very modest ranch home with no second floor and no basement in another. So it's hard to have a broad generalization to speak of time. But it's a significant difference.
Yeah. For
Building
sure.
either one of those full-blown custom is going to be significantly longer than taking the convenient approach to it.
Oh, yeah. Well, I know you work very closely with Armina Stone.
Yeah.
So talk to me about the relationship that you have built with us here.
I met Emery probably 3 or 4 years ago through the Builders Association. And, he was very, very persistent about working with Eddy Homes. He loves Eddy Homes. And so, he wore me down and, and he got in front of me and that happened about a year ago. And, we put a program in place that we were sure was going to work for both sides, and it's been seamless. They've been great for us. So the tops are beautiful and the installation is great. And, our customers love it. So yeah, it's been a great relationship thus far, for sure.
It amazes me how quick everything is. I mean, seeing the work of these guys here at Armina Stone, but even you too, how quickly you can just pop up a house. It's quicker than I think a lot of people think.
Yeah, definitely. Especially the exciting part, I'd say, is the beginning portion where it goes from nothing to a framed home there where it seems like overnight and then... Yeah.
Well, I know I remember seeing you for the first time maybe here, Andrew, at one of our opening parties. And that was just a blast. We had the Pittsburgh Symphony here. We had a lot of great people here. And of course, all the folks from Eddy Homes. What are your thoughts on our new showroom here in Cranberry and just having a presence here in, north of Pittsburgh where things are growing every day up here?
I think it was a great decision on your part to plant some roots here. I mean, the location couldn't be better, and I mean, your showroom is absolutely beautiful. So I can't imagine any person walking through here and not leaving stunned, amazed, and excited about the potential. So
for sure.
I agree with Ashley. It's this place is awesome. What they did with it, and the fact that they're in Cranberry, things are moving north by the day. So it's a perfect location.
They really are. It's funny because right now I live south of Pittsburgh, but I feel like either people will, if they're born and raised south of Pittsburgh, they stay there. The ones up here, they stay north of the city.
Don't cross the river.
Yeah, don't. Yeah, exactly. Is that what you notice too? With a lot of your customers and clients?
You do see that often. I mean, when you move to Wexford Station, you'll help to change that trend. So that's exciting.
I know, exactly.
but I think that's a very typical Pittsburgh mentality where home is home and, the north versus south almost seems like two different states to a lot of people.
I know, it's wild. Well, that's why it's so great that you have such a big presence in this southwestern area of Pittsburgh and also up here too. I mean, Peters Township is a great area. Plus, there's just a lot to do. I feel like every time we're out there visiting my husband's family, there's so many restaurants and there's a lot happening in that area.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, all of our locations are handpicked very specifically for exactly what you're talking about. I mean, you're not going to find an Eddy Homes community in an area that is not desirable because that's first and foremost, location, as cliche as that sounds, is as true as you can get. So.
Oh, yeah. If you wanted to build a custom Eddy home, like somewhere, I don't know, that you've never done work in before, is that doable? Can you really build one anywhere that you desire to be located?
We do offer building on your own home site. There are opportunities for that. It's really kind of depends on the total overall opportunity. And making sure it's a good partnership for both sides. So we want to always put our best foot forward, and if it's a situation or a opportunity that might not align perfectly, or we can't give it the service that it needs, it might be something that we do not do, but there's a lot of opportunities that do come up that we do take advantage of. So it really just depends on the particular opportunity at hand.
That makes sense too. You were talking a lot earlier about the great design team that you have at Eddy Homes. So how much, I mean, I guess over the, really not even over the past year and a half, over the past few years, I know trends are changing every day with everything in the home. What are some of the trends that you have noticed with the homes that you've been working with recently that people are wanting, that are maybe coming back around, that weren't as popular a few years ago?
Yeah, I think probably the most notable has been bringing which this is probably sounds very obvious, but bringing the home office back. Or in a lot of cases, more than one. You know, with people working from home so prevalently now, that's become a really important factor for a lot of people, and it's actually even led us to redesign some of our layouts and some of our homes to accommodate that. You know, maybe it's not even just one person who's now working from home, but two, and you're certainly not sharing one space to do that. So I would say that's probably the biggest.
Oh, I could imagine. I mean, everybody needs a space now, at least if not both partners, the kids. Last year, everybody was working from home. So I'm sure that changed a lot. What about, I'm always so interested in, and we don't have a finished basement right now, but having like a finished basement game room, man cave type area. I've been seeing that a lot lately. I feel like that's something that you need to have in a home. You just need it.
Oh, I mean, that's huge. And it's really a blank slate to kind of decide what you want down there and how it's going to suit you as an individual who's purchasing the home. And so it's a great opportunity to really fill in the blanks that you need to make the home even more livable and exactly what you need it to be. You know, a lot of our lower levels are so ample and spacious that you can accommodate needs of your kids and younger kids, older kids, the adults, all in the same area, but still having some separate space of their own. So that's also become a big factor, or a big focus, I should say, especially in the current climate where more time has been spent at home than before, and over the last year and a half.
Oh yeah. Do you have a man cave, Andrew?
I do now. Yeah.
Oh, you do now.
Yeah. I did a little remodel project, so just got back in. But yeah, we finished the basement. It's a nice little spot. Kids love it. We play video games down there and watch Steeler games.
That's amazing.
Do all the boy stuff.
That's cool. And I know you are a mother of 7, right, Ashley?
Yes, I think you basically just called me insane to the public, but that's okay.
Absolutely
It's
not.
a true story.
You're amazing. You are so impressive. I don't know how you do it all, but do you have like a she shed type area in your home?
If I did, I would never get to use it by myself, so no.
You need to escape.
Yeah, right.
You would have to hide.
Basically, the corner of a closet, sitting back, rocking back and forth on my haunches is my she cave. So
no, it's amazing. It really is. I always, we can't wait to have kids someday, but to do it all and to have that many, it's very impressive.
7 or bust. That's what I
7 or bust. I love that.
Aim high, Aim high.
How about you, Andrew?
I have 3 little ones. I have twin boys that are almost 9 and a little girl that's 2.
So almost 9. So they're kind of, figuring out who they are.
Oh, yeah.
Would you say? Do you think they would be into going into the business that you're in?
Changes day to day, but yeah, I think so.
They're still young.
For sure. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
What grade is 9 years old?
They're in 3rd.
3rd. Okay.
Yeah.
I was going to say maybe 5th. I'm a little bit off. So they still have a long time to decide what they want to do.
They got a little ways.
Yes.
A little ways.
If our listeners were, really interested in maybe contacting you or just finding out more information, if they wanted to move forward with an Eddy Homes project, where is the best way to find you, to set an appointment up?
Yeah, I would say the best place to go would by far be our website, eddyhomes.com. It's a great place to start exploring our communities, exploring the homes that we offer, seeing a lot of really awesome photos to get your creative juices flowing and some inspiration. And it makes it very easy to set up that first step or that first visit right there from those pages there. So definitely our website, eddyhomes.com.
Mm-hmm. And do you have anything in the works coming up? Any big projects that you want to share? I know you guys are always doing stuff.
Yeah.
I keep thinking of your big 50.
Yeah.
I think we should have a party here at Armina Stone.
Let's do it.
I think we should definitely have a party.
Where's Emre? We'll tell him. He
Go
wasn't
get
here.
You think he'd be for that?
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. He would bring everybody in here.
Yeah.
We'd have a blast. Food trucks, music, dancing. I think we need to do it.
I think for sure.
Let's do it.
Absolutely. Eddy Homes is always good for a party.
Oh,
so.
yeah.
Oh,
for sure.
yes.
And food, yeah. We like to eat. We
exactly.
we like
Me
to party.
too.
Mhm.
Anywhere with food and drinks, I'll be there.
Yeah.
Well, going back, I guess a little bit through talking about the digital world and how things have evolved, especially recently. Social media is so huge now. I mean, it's really a job in itself trying to keep up with all these different platforms. You have such a big presence on your social media. I mean, how big has that become in your industry, just making sure you're keeping up to date with everything, posting, all the latest stuff, all the latest trends, keeping up with questions?
Yeah, I mean, it's more than a full-time job, and Heather over there in the corner, she nails it, every day. So I don't know the amount of things that she juggles to keep Eddy Homes on the forefront of everybody's mind through our marketing efforts is a significant task, and one that she does, flawlessly. So, and it's always interesting to see all the different new ways to try to put your presence out there too. And I think that's kind of exciting, for us as an organization, and for her with her guidance as well, because I really think it's the opportunity to try to stand out from others, and it's a lot of fun, actually.
Mm-hmm. That's a lot of fun. And even I love following you, Heather, Eddy Homes. The woman behind Eddy Homes on Instagram especially, and it's fun to see all the different trends. It seems like another big one that I've been noticing or even seeing in a lot of the homes is having almost like a little wet bar in the master bedroom with like a little mini fridge. I want that.
All the fun things.
All the fun things. Because
Yeah.
so many times I'm going to bed or watching a TV episode in bed and I'm so thirsty and I'm just lazy. These are champagne problems, but I don't want to go downstairs and get water.
It's a hard life.
It's a hard
You should
life.
have to go downstairs
I
to get
want it in the
water.
bedroom.
That's right.
That's pretty cool. I feel like that really wasn't a thing until recently.
No, and things like that. I mean, once you do it once, you can't help but do it again because they're so fun. You love seeing the end result. Our bathrooms, I think, are another one where they're just, when you say to yourself, that was fun just to take a picture of that because of how it turned out, it really inspires you to do more of it and to think more creatively and to continue to expand on those types of opportunities. So, I feel like, again, going back to the basements too, you see a lot of creative liberties there as well, similar. Same idea, but.
Yeah. Oh, very cool. Well, other than what you do for a living every day and spending time with your family, what else do you love about working and living in Pittsburgh?
Oh, man, I love the sports. I'm a big sports guy. I love the Steelers, love the Penguins especially.
Yeah.
Buccos are struggling here,
We
but
still
love
love 'em.
baseball.
Yeah.
Yeah, so sports are huge. My little boys play baseball, and I coach, and we're super busy with that. Through the summertime, and then in the fall I like to hunt and play golf, and that's pretty much it for me. That ties me up.
It's hunting season.
It's hunting season,
right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Great time of year. Yeah.
how about you, Ashley? You're busy.
Yeah. We, my family, we actually have a 20-acre farm, and it's certainly not income producing. By farm, I mean we have a whole lot of animals that we decide to pay to feed all the time. But we have horses and goats and pigs and dogs and cats and kids and everything else under the sun. And just like Andrew's family, my crew's all in extracurriculars. So we run every way there is to run, and we love to travel and see different things around Pittsburgh. So there's never a dull moment and never a free second. So,
Wow, I didn't hear singing on the list. Do you like to sing?
Are we going to sing together now?
How did you know?
No.
No, don't worry.
Hard
Only in the
no.
shower. That's the only place.
Well, we just people on right before you. They said that hard no. They said the same thing. Well, I'm in the same boat. I don't really like it either, and I'm not too good. But when we do it together, we're a team, and we end up sounding better than you think. So we are going to sing Andrew and Ashley, but it's just our jingle. Ooh, Armina Stone. So nothing more than that.
My microphone's not working.
What? It sounds perfectly clear to me. So I will count us down. But before we do that, thank you both for coming on here. We love Eddy Homes, and we love the community you've built in the Pittsburgh area. You're doing great things.
Thank you.
And
Thanks
cheers
for
to
having
50
us.
too. That's
Woo.
amazing. Woo.
Let's have that party.
But yeah, we'll have the party. A video to follow. Okay, here we go, guys. 3, 2, 1. Ooh. Oh, hey, you can't speed through that. We're doing it again.
Oh, that was perfect.
You did it faster.
No. We got it. We do that. Ooh, Armina Stone.
Wait, ooh again, one more time. Let me hear your ooh.
Ooh.
Okay.
Okay.
Right.
Take 2. This is it. 3, 2, 1.
Ooh,
Armina Stone. Yeah, that was nice.
That was great. We nailed it.